Hi, it's Janice here, and it's tip number 14, and we're still continuing along the process of implementing and changing and becoming the best version of yourself. Now here we've got, I'm a sailor, as you know, so I've got Team New Zealand. We won with that boat. We've got a couple of one of the other boats over there. They won in San Francisco, and I'm down at the Team New Zealand base here in Auckland in New Zealand. So one of the things that we need to be aware of, and I'll use my example because it's quite a recent one, about when we go through the change process and we beat ourselves up because we don't achieve everything that we want to do. So a couple of years ago I was quite sick, and so what I did was lose a lot of my muscle because of, anyway, while I was sick, that's what happened. One of the things that I needed to do for myself was to be able to regain my body posture and feel good about myself. And so I've been going to the gym, and one of the things that, and I've sort of got 3 or 4 or 5 areas, actually a whole lot of areas that I'm working on to be able to improve and feel better about my body than what I did when I was sick, when I lost all the muscle tone. And so I've been going there was really quite good before the COVID and was feeling good, and then during COVID, our lockdown here in New Zealand, missed out on a lot of gym time and sort of ate too much food and ate too much pizza and all those sorts of things. So now, almost a year later, I can look at it and say, okay, I haven't achieved everything I wanted, because I haven't, or I can sort of think about what I have achieved. And okay, so I've been able to, I've got muscles in my arms again, which weren't there when after I'd been sick. So instead of looking at all the negatives of what I haven't achieved, it's now looking and thinking of the things that you have achieved. So I want you to think back to the ideas, the things that you've tried in the past. Maybe it's the losing weight or whatever, or finding a new job or improving a relationship, what you have learned out of it, what you have achieved, and actually write those down, because everything from the past, every experience that you have has been a learning curve. And so there are little snippets that you have learned about what you don't want, which is fantastic because it means you don't do that again, but what you do want and what you have improved on. So instead of beating yourself up, and me beating myself up because I haven't achieved all my goals with regard to health and well-being and all that sort of thing yet, as I sort of get healthy again, it's like, what have I achieved that I feel okay about? Praise myself for that and keep working on the other bits. So think about that for yourself. What have you changed? What have you achieved that you're proud of? You've looked at the man in the mirror and looked at some I am statements. I'm back here again, just finishing off down at the America's Cup base here in New Zealand and Auckland again. Yeah, have a wonderful day, and I'll share the next tip tomorrow.